Okay, well, so we're back with uh with good old good old, somewhat trash taste. But this is Connor apparently reacting to the whole Hassan stuff. So let's see what he says. 'Cause I'm quite curious.
Uh, yeah. Okay. All right. What am I looking at? Latest episodes have been bangers. We're just trying to mix it up and try to do different things. But obviously, occasionally, people don't like things. Which happened not.
Occasionally, people don't like things. That's the understatement of the year, buddy. But I'm not gonna.
Too long ago as well. But that was a whole. That's a whole fucking. That's a whole thing. Yeah, you noticed. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, and a lot of people don't like this because the way that we handle it, and the way that you should handle a lot of these things when they happen, like drama, is that just don't. Sometimes it's just better to just not address anything and just let it just fade. Mainly because when things get too heated, almost, no matter what you would say in that moment, people are still going to be unaffected, going to be unhappy, or at least the group of people that want an apology or whatever, anything like that. If you say anything, they're just going to be more unhappy, and it just adds more fire to the flame. So that's why generally we're just kind of like, all right, we'll just let it, let it die down, let it move on.
Oh, actually, actually, them not saying anything would have been worse. Really?
Let them get over it and have their fun for the week. Most of the brigade is well. Okay, look. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So this is gonna get clipped as well. I know this now. No, sorry. I want to be very mindful about how I approach this. If I'm gonna mention anything here, is that I think there are a couple of important things to mention. So I think, first of all, I think from our podcast perspective and from our perspective, if it is fair to say that if we don't engage in politics publicly, because it's just a mess. None of us live in the US. None of us are in any of these kind of intense political situations. I think it is also fair to say that, why would we bring someone political on? Which I think is a very fair and extremely a very fair criticism of us to do, which I agree with. And then,
Okay. At least At least he's acknowledging, hey, you know, maybe it wasn't the greatest idea for us to maybe bring this fucker him on, you know.
then I think the most annoying thing from my perspective and this whole thing is that there were legitimately fans of Trash Taste who were unhappy. And it's frustrating because you can't see or actually hear from people who watch Trash Taste or who aren't happy because it just turned into a political dick swinging contest about which side, which is bad on our part because we've never had any politics or any kind of talks like that in the comments. So I think it was kind of
Okay, you do. You don't have politics. Okay, first of all, first of all, you should all okay. When you bring a guest on your show or what my podcast. First thing, really, quite frank, from anywhere, really from anywhere. You should really quite frank. The nice easy question is look. One, don't talk about politics on our freaking channel. If we, because we don't want that smoke. We don't want that smoke and fire over here. You do that on your freaking channel or on your freaking time, not on our time. But that's just me.
bad of us to kind of almost invite that.
Yeah, see right there. See, he again. That at least he's acknowledging. Yeah, we shouldn't have did this. Yeah. No shit.
Second of all, the thing that was also very frustrating is that no matter what people were saying, there was a lot of brigading on a lot of sides, and I think that two things can be true at once. There were Trash Taste fans who were unhappy, and there also was brigading happening, which is also very frustrating to deal with, because then it's like, okay, now we can't actually listen to any criticism on the episode because both sides are jumping in, right? And I even told Hassan, I was like, hey man, can you not? Like, it's bad enough that one side is doing this. Please don't bring up the fucking episode and be like, hey, send people. I was like,
And he did anyway. And he did anyway.
just be above this. Don't do this. Because I look, if people who have very extreme beliefs want to go crazy, I can't stop them. They can do whatever they want. But you hope that at least another side wouldn't do that as well. So I told him, I was like, hey, please don't do that. And he was like, yeah, man, okay, my bad. But I think as well, I told Hassan as well, I was like, hey, look, the show is not political. We don't want to deal with politics. We're most likely not going to have you on again. No, and that's not.
There you go. There you go. Really, quite frank, there you go. I mean, I'm sure they learned their lesson. They most learned their lesson. They're not going to do that no more, I bet. Yeah, after this episode with Hassan, but podcast was like, they're not going to fuck around with him no more.
Like anything like, hey man, it's just like, look, we don't want to fucking deal with politics. I think the Trash Taste viewers also don't fucking want to deal with intense fucking comments. It sucks to read. People are just getting fucking upset as shit about it. And I know some like fans of Hassan will be annoyed about that. But I just told him, I was like, look, at the end of the day, we don't want to invite like a fucking shit show to the comments. And I think it was ignorant on our part to think that if we just didn't talk about politics, that it would stay out of it. Because that was our thinking, because we already had him on once and it was fine. But some people were angry about it. But yeah, I mean, it was ignorant on our part to think that, if you didn't talk about politics, it wouldn't matter. But yeah,
No, hold on. It's not about. Okay. It's not about that. It's really okay. If Hassan didn't bring up freaking politics, they wouldn't have talked about it. Mostly, really, they wouldn't have talked about it as much. It's really, quite frank, as bad as it is, it's really Hassan's freaking fault. It's really Hassan's freaking fault because he brought politics up into the show. But at the same time, it's also their fault for as soon as he brought politics onto the show, they should have said, okay, get up, pack your stuff, get the hell out. We're not doing that. We told you we're not doing this, and you brought it up. That's when they should have kicked his ass out.
a lot of things have changed in 2 years. I don't keep up with what's going on. I get all of my news from the BBC.
There you go. That's the biggest problem right there. Oh my lord. Oh sweet lord. Okay. All right. For anyone who doesn't know, okay, the BBC is not something that you look up on naughty sites. Okay, it is not what you look up on naughty sites. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Now, the BBC is what Connor's talking about. Is a news station. It's over in England. Now, uh, now, if okay, if you if you're in the U.S. or quite frank, any other any of most other countries, if you look, okay, the BBC is basically the the left version. Quite frank, if I'm right, it's a newspaper or a TV show. I think it's both of them. But anywho, um, the BBC is basically CNN of the U.S. and it's basically really okay. Okay. All really the news stations, most of them are like left leaning or like the Democrat version, all that stuff, or on and really the BBC is really quite frank part of it. Over in England, but so I mean, it's just really big, one big group of news people. I mean, that's basically what they are any damn way, really. Even outside of journalism and all that shit, it's basically really quite frankly the truth. All really the big news organizations really are just one big monopoly. Most of them. But I'd say quite frankly, really all of them, really. But it's wishy washy. But anywho, um, uh, BBC BBC is basically CNN, but for England. It's basically if you watch okay really look at CNN, look up CNN and then BBC. It's basically most of the same damn thing. I mean, it's really just mostly slop, quite frank. I mean, that's what all the news organizations are. It's really just slop, just slop. It just has okay. It's just it's just okay. It's just slop, but the slop that you get, it's like a different taste or a different name or different brand, basically. It's still the same slop, but it's just hey, this the BBC flavor, this the CNN flavor, this the Fox News flavor. Fox is right wing, is right wing, but same, really the same slop. Quite frankly, really all together, it's really the same slop.
Don't go on Twitter. I uninstalled it. I think all of us were kind of blindsided by it. So
Blindside. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, hold on. Wait, what that said was basically what it seemed like to me was that they was blindsided by all the hate that he was getting. Did you? I mean, I'm sorry to ask, but excuse me. Did any of you freaking do your research before you even had this man come back on your show?
it was kind of, a lot of people like they're out of touch. I'm like, I guess, like, I think that's safe to say if this being in touch is living on Twitter and engaging with politics 24/7, because we just don't do that. We've never done.
How? Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. How? Okay. 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 It's not about. Okay. 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 I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be realistic, right? I'm going to be realistic. Okay. Even if you don't engage on Twitter, you'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it. And even if you're not on Twitter, you'll hear about it on the freaking news. I mean, if it gets this shit from BBC, the news and all that shit, you're still gonna freaking hear about it. Well, okay. No, hold on, hold on. I take it back. 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 I should refrain. I should refrain. Let me phrase. Let me phrase. Because you know what? Because you know what? Okay, BBC and all that stuff is not, it's not Twitter and all that stuff. Okay, okay. If Okay, if he doesn't, if he doesn't get, okay, if it's not like from Twitter and all that stuff, right? You'll still hear about it from YouTube. You'll still okay, no, okay. I take it back. I take it back. Okay, even if all that is true, right? Even if all that is true, that you don't get your stuff from Twitter and all, you don't pay attention to all that stuff. Should you not, or anybody really, again, before someone comes on your show, wouldn't you research them? I mean, or at least ask them a few questions. Hey, you haven't said any controversial crap that we need to know about, right? Before you come on our show, and you're not gonna say any controversial crap while you're on our show, right? Like, come on now. I mean, plus, he's their he is their friend, right? Or supposed friend or whatever, or acquaintance or whatever. I mean, why? Why would you invite this problem? And at the same time, doesn't that show that, quite frank? Because yeah, uh, um, doesn't that really show that, quite frank? Does that really seem like your friend, quite frank? If he's gonna sit there and come on your show and talk and freaking bring up the political crap that he knows, I'm sure, is gonna freaking hurt your brand or podcast. He knows he knows he's a controversial figure. Let's be honest now.
Done that. I think that it's unhealthy. I feel like the level of vitriol is almost like at a point that is so like toxic to everyone involved, that I have no wish to engage with it, and so I just don't. I keep up with generic news, but I don't engage with any political spheres online. So it's kind of hard to keep up with. It's endless doom scroll. And I also think as well, I think it's really important to mention as well that I think some people forget as well, just because we speak English, and a lot of our viewers are American. None of us have ever lived in America. None of us are American. We don't keep up with what is going on. I already see too much politics from a country I don't live in that I don't want to know. I see more about that than my home, the UK, which is crazy. And Japan as well. I get fed fucking more American stuff. I turn on the news, it's all American stuff. And I think it's also important to mention that I think that, again, there were Trash Taste viewers who didn't like the episode and don't agree with it and who are disappointed. And I think that's valid, I think it's fair to be. But obviously it doesn't, just because we have someone on doesn't mean we agree with every single thing that they would say either. Now, fun fact, because I'm sure people are wondering. I was keeping an eye because I was looking at what was going on, and I loved looking at the stats because I don't know. Even while all this stuff was going down, I did find it terribly interesting to look at the back end stats of what was happening, and it was kind of interesting. I'm not going to lie. So the way YouTube works as well when you lose subscribers, by the way, is that it does it in increments of 10,000, and so sometimes some people, they love to be like, oh, they lost this many, right? Not entirely true. I can actually tell you the exact amount of subs that we lost because I think it's interesting. And I think that it also serves value to explain that it is not just people outside of Trash Taste. We did lose subs. I can tell you exactly how many right now. Let me find out. We lost 4,000 subscribers, which is not a lot, but I also think it is disingenuous, and I think it's bad to pretend like, that people aren't unhappy. So like, I'm like that's sad. I feel bad that 5,000, 4,000 people who watch Trash Taste feel like they can no longer watch it. That feels bad, and that's a miscalculation on our part.
Again, okay. At least he's acknowledging it. If these numbers are true, if these numbers are true, I mean, again, that shows, at least he's, they understand, they somewhat understand. Hey, we fucked up.
There was also a couple of stuff flying around that was interesting. So first of all, a lot of people were accusing me of deleting comments. We're not deleting comments. We never have. YouTube has auto moderation, so naturally, if you put the word terrorist in a comment, a lot of the time YouTube is going to flag that, because why wouldn't they? And there was some of the comments were kind of crazy.
He's making what he's saying is correct, about the T word and stuff. Uh, when people make the outrageous comments and shit like that, that stuff do held for review and all that crap. So it's wishy washy.
Some of the language was inflammatory. And they're like, why is my comment being deleted? And they said like literally like the 5 keywords that would get you banned. One other thing that I noticed is that when I looked at the comments, and I'd scroll, and I don't know what's happening here, and I don't know what exactly is happening, but I would literally see comments, because I was watching the comment feed from the back end, right? So from like the admin side, that some comments would appear. There were negative comments, which is fine, I don't care, that would have 10 likes within like 1 second, which I thought was like, because
wait, hold on, wait. That says, okay, hold on. Okay, it's either people are refreshing like super freaking fast, or possibly maybe botting, but though I have to say, though that video got a lot of freaking heads turning. So uh, I'm gonna say at this point, it might just people just refreshing, really just refreshing, and just smacking and really probably the first freaking comment they see, they hit the freaking like button, they hit the freaking heart button, because really, when people saw the freaking title of Hassan, I'm sure they probably just went straight to the freaking comment section and probably just started liking all the freaking negative posts. So that's probably most likely that.
on YouTube, the most important part of a comment's lifespan is not if it gets to 5,000 likes. It's if it can get a lot, like a 10 to 20 likes in the first like 10 seconds, because that's what will bump it up. So I don't know what's going on there and how that works, but that was the thing. One other also thing that I noticed that I will just mention very briefly, I'm not going to get too much into it, is that there was obviously a lot of bandwagoning on it, because people were, loving it, and people don't like Hassan, and so people were jumping on it and making videos about it. There was a lot of stuff that people said that was just flat out not true, and people were just making stuff up. Some people were saying like, oh, they didn't have this guest on. They said they were too controversial, but they had another guest on. That's never happened. That's just a bunch of lies.
Wait a minute. No, hold up. That's not. That is actually. Hold up. Okay, what Connor's talking about is Nux Taku. Okay, what was Nux Taku? I think it was like what, like like a year or two ago or whatever. Up, and I think it was um it was something or was implied or whatever or some crap like that, like years ago whatever, that that it was it it was Knox or it was somebody or okay or it's okay I wouldn't okay it's Knox or somebody, or it's like implied that hey, we don't want we didn't want we don't want controversial people on our show, but they brought Hassan on, so it's like hey, you're calling a pot calling a kettle black, what the hell, like come on, this is clearly freaking double standards here.
So I don't know what that was about. There was also the only things that were disappointing for me, my perspective as well. That, like really, I was like, man, what the fuck? Is that people would then make whole narratives based around because we had X on that we then couldn't criticize any other creator. We couldn't, they're like, these people have changed. They're horrible, yada yada yada. And that was like, oh, okay, that sucks. That people are just making assumptions, but not a big deal. But yeah, no, I mean, look, the reason why we didn't address it right away, we wanted to wait, was because a lot of people were, they were just demanding things. There were a lot of comments that were like, you need to delete this episode. Where I feel pretty confident in saying this, where if you ask Trash Taste viewers, do you want them to delete the episode? I think most viewers are sensible. They would say, hey, even if I don't agree with this episode or I don't agree with this one, I wouldn't want you to delete an episode. I think that's crazy. Now, also, I want to make it very clear as well, in case you're watching this on YouTube, that because this is no doubt going to be a clip, that I'm sure that there's a good chance the comments, might get taken over depending on how big this clip is. Please think for yourself. Please don't just read top comment and form your opinion based around that. Obviously, you're all adults. I trust you. And what I really appreciated is that a lot of Trash Taste fans did seem to be just tired of people picking a side and being emotionally charged about it, and we're kind of just like, hey, maybe it's not for me, all good, next episode. Or hey, I don't engage with this, I'm done. So I appreciate a lot of the sensibility in this, because I think, look, we live at a time where everyone is so emotionally charged, and there's just so much rhetoric and so much, everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got a side. And so I appreciate that people sometimes can have a sensible approach to it. I think what you will always get from me is never a clear-cut answer. You will always get an argument that I try to be as sensible as possible, and I try to consider all sides. And I'm not like a centrist or anything like that, or whatever, or any fucking thing like that. The reason I don't talk about my political opinions online is not because I don't have any political opinions. It's just because I just think that the online space does not get anything out of me talking about it. There's nothing to engage. I don't think it provides any value. I just hate France, and I think that's a fair opinion.
Oh.
But, at the end of the day, I feel that the internet would be a lot better off if some people just knew how to shut the fuck up. And that's kind of where I stand. And so I'm of the opinion that, look, I think I'm an informed guy, but I also recognize that the internet doesn't benefit from me sharing my...
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Whoa. Back up. Hold on. He just said he's an informed guy, but wait a minute. Like at the freaking start of it, his ass was sitting there saying, he said, I don't know much about I don't know much about politics and shit like that. Which one is it, dude?
My opinion. And it's okay also to not have an opinion. I think it's also okay to not give a fuck, because I think it's kind of fucking exhausting right now. And look, you don't always have to be on 24 fucking 7. I think you can tackle it at your own way. You can tackle it in a way that you want. But, you know, I was inevitably going to talk about this at some point anyway, just because I wanted to talk about it as well. I didn't feel pressure to talk about it at all, but I thought there was a lot of interesting things to discuss, and I'm sure I'm going to look back at this clip and feel like I should have said 10 different things differently. But I think the underlying point is the same. Of like, look, to the Trash Taste fans that are disappointed, sorry, you know, it is unfortunate. Are we going to delete the episode? No. If you did you unsubscribe? Okay, I apologize for that you felt the need to unsubscribe. But at the end of the day, you know, there was we did not estimate what would happen.
You didn't estimate what would happen. Come on. What kind of really? I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but and I know I'm gonna sound like an asshole for saying this. Like, come on, how can you not estimate this? Like, really?
And then there's like a million drama channels that jump onto it, and it's like, okay, this is just, you know, it went from being the opinion of actual Trash Taste fans to very quickly becoming the opinion of like certain groups who would just kind of rally around it. So yeah, it was unfortunate, and you know, people will come into chat or they comment and stuff, and they're like, hey, when are you, you know, how fucking dare you? Are you going to address this? Yeah. It's like, look, at the end of the day, if I address it, a lot of these groups of people are not going to be happy with anything or any kind of response, right? Because if you say I'll delete it, a lot of fans who didn't give a fuck will be annoyed. If you say, all right, we won't delete it, then they'll get annoyed no matter what. And then maybe deleting is not enough for some people, you know? So if you start trying to chase apologies, you end up just pleasing no one and just looking like a coward.
I mean, yeah.
You know, which is why when, you know, Hassan saw it and he felt bad and he was like, hey, are you going to make a statement or anything? I was like, no, I'm not going to make a fucking statement. Who gives a fuck? Like, you're not going to please anyone by making a statement. People just want to be annoyed because they want to be annoyed right now. You didn't watch and moved on? I appreciate that. Thank you. I think the internet would be so much better if we had a bit more respect. But hey, look, that's how it goes. And you will engage in the cultural. I'm doing everything in my fucking power not to, because I don't give a fuck. Because I feel like half the time, it's not even about like politics or anything like that. It's just about being right or wrong, or being on the side. It's just pure tribalism, man. And I just don't want to engage with it.
I mean, okay. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying this. I know I'm gonna sound like an asshole again, but if you don't want to engage in it, quite frank, really, why bring his ass on your show? I mean, am I wrong? I mean, really, am I wrong for saying this? Like, come on now, why bring him on your show? I mean, okay, okay, okay. I get, it was to talk about anime and all that stuff, but if you watch the freaking episode of it, they didn't freaking talk about anime to about freaking an hour and freaking 34 an hour and 34 minutes after it started. That's when they finally started talking about anime, really, and that was it. For no, okay, okay, yeah, okay. It was an okay. It was 0 to really 130. Yeah, hold up, yeah, hold up. It was at the start to an hour and 34 or 35 minutes. That's when they started talking like the anime stuff. If I remember correctly, that's when they actually really wanted to really like clamp down on talking about the anime.
It's just bad for your brain. It just doesn't help. I just feel worse whenever I read any of this shit. Or when I like whenever there's like absolutely demonstrably false things being said, I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? I can't engage with this anymore. Like, yeah. So, look, and that's why again I want to reiterate that we told Hassan because we saw him reacting to it and being like, hey, get in there and stop. He was trying to brigade against people who were brigading it, who they were. There was Trash Taste fans who didn't like it, and there was people brigading. And I told Hassan, I was like, don't do this. I think it's petty, makes you look bad, and I think it's pathetic. So don't do this. Don't tell people to get in there and fucking brigade it. Because I think it doesn't help anyone.
And he did. And he did. So
yeah, that's that. That's pretty much all there is to it. I think it's not going to be a lot. I apologize, people who are not going to be satisfied with me talking about it in this way. This is the best you're going to get. I've genuinely nothing else to add. I wish it was more eloquent, and I wish I had a script. But I think also these are the kind of situations where I think it's just better to be honest and just talk about it candidly. And also, yeah, that's it. No, I didn't have anything else.
I mean, that's I mean, that's good. At least addressed it, and everyone's still talking about mostly talking about it. So anyway, let's go right down really quick. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Let's go down to the comment section. Let's see what let's see what, how let's see what the goodness of this, right? Let's see the goodness of this. Okay, let's see. Okay. It's very hard to know what clip stream is from. Cause Connor wears the same right. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, your all does I trust you. That's the first mistake, buddy. That's let's see. Let's see. Let's see. As Philip DeFranco says, you cannot fuck with politics, but politics will fuck with you. Yeah. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunately true. Uh, let's see. People are getting surprised that YouTube comments getting deleted due to moderation is funny. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's okay. I get all my news from BBC. God help me soul. uh, uh, let's see. All right, I may not like a song, but but I think definitely deleting the episode would have been the wrong option. I think you guys are treating the situation very responsibly. I mean, yeah, really. So yeah. I mean, if they deleted, okay. I mean, if they deleted it would really look mostly some worse for them. Ish, but that's just my opinion. Uh, okay, half of the comments, but politics are very important, which is why you shouldn't have a son. The other half, politics are not important, which is why you shouldn't have a son. Basically the same thing. But I mean, both is true, really. Uh, I'm sorry, but you are naive and out of touch if you think politics doesn't affect you. I mean, okay, okay. I mean, sorry. Um, look, I mean, it's not really politics really affect them. It's the fact that you're stupid. Okay, I was gonna say it right. Okay, it's the fact that that you brought someone out here, that you brought someone that really is not good. All right, okay, okay. If someone, okay, 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 okay. If I say, um, okay. Okay, if I say on my channel, right, on a video, on a video, right, that has like over 10,000 views, that has over 10,000 views, right? That a certain group deserves to get unalived, right? Tell me, would you have me on your podcast? Hell no. Hell no. Fuck no. 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 I mean, I wouldn't. I'm sure you wouldn't, right? I hope not. I really hope not. even even if even if we're friends and all that stuff, pal, I'm sorry. We can talk offline and all that stuff, but on channel wise, you know, sorry, we can't have you for a good minute. Sorry, maybe maybe after after you apologize and shit like that, and do do some good and all that shit. But fuck nobody. Not not after you say some crazy outland shit. I mean, personally, per, per, pers, 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 personally, okay, okay. It depends on what you say. It depends on what you say. Now, if you're gonna say clearly the most crazy, outlandish shit, you know, I don't want nothing to do with chance. But that's just me. But anyway, you know, um, but what this guy was sitting there saying, politics affects everyone. Really, it does. I mean, okay. I mean, even if you don't really say anything at times, even if you don't say anything at times, sometimes it will affect you. The real, the best. Okay, when it comes to politics, really, the most best thing you can sit there and really do is sit there and say, "Look, I'm not talking. Look, I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. Leave that leave that crap alone. I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about anime and other stuff. I'm not here to talk about no damn politics. I mean, really, that's where they should have drew the line was when Hassan started talking about it. It was like, look, you're not here. We're not here for politics. You're not here for politics, and we're not here for politics. We're here to talk about anime. And talk about anime. Hen, and corn. And all the degenerate stuff. We're not bringing politics into this. So go on. If you want to bring politics into this, you bring politics on your own time, not our time. But that's again, that's just how I feel. Let's see. NGL, one comment that absolutely made me laugh so hard I snorted was someone going, "Oh, was that uniform? Oh, wow. Okay, was that uniform or not okay, was not available, bro? I tell you, that's that. Well, okay then. Wow. Uh, okay, okay. Connor goes from I don't keep up. Okay, okay. Uh, okay. Now this is what I caught on too. Okay. Connor goes from I don't keep up with it. I don't know much of anything to 7 minutes later. I'm an informed guy. I just don't think the internet benefits from me saying my opinions on it. What is it? I mean, I mean, I, yo, I mean, it's this guy's right. You know, Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's go get some more. Okay. I'm sorry Connor had to do this. The hate was so unwarranted, especially because it just went beyond. I don't like a song. I wish he wasn't a guest. It didn't even refer to anything he said in a podcast episode, especially no, hold up. yeah, yeah, okay. To the podcast episode, but it spread, but it still spread to all the boys' channels and social medias. There's no need to there was no need for that much volatility if you want to make if you want to make your point known. Maybe harassing others isn't the way to go. Politics is always a tricky subject because no matter what side you're on, there'll always be innocent casualties from both. Connor spoke from the heart, and he really did, and he really did it in an eloquent manner. So I appreciate him for that. I'm glad he took his time to address this because putting fuel on the fire from the start would have escalated things. And yeah, kind of avoids politics talk. Obvious the French thing is a joke, but if you've been watching him long enough, you should be able to tell how he feels about certain ideologues and political figures. Eh, so hold on. My question though is a little bit is this. Okay, uh, okay. Whose idea really was it to bring him on and not freaking ask it hold on. I should at least give benefit of the doubt and say, okay, did they even ask his ass? Hey, you haven't said anything, crazy or anything, have you? Yo. But I mean, but from what they were sitting there saying at the end of the video, it somewhat seemed like they somewhat knew that he said something, or or they just assumed, oh, he's already controversial he's already controversial. So, it's not gonna be, it may not be that bad. Uh, but eh, okay. Uh, uh, I can't help but think what does count as politics gets more vague on what that means every day is is what literal politicians are doing, and or the collective or collective values of a person. You can't really get rid of the second thing. You can't. I really thought the controversial was about what they said about Blue Lock is nearly Yowie or something. No, no. Okay, not engaging in not engaging with politics does not mean you should ignore the reputation of who you bring on your show. This is about responsibility and its consequences. Personally, I think that him saying that he doesn't pay attention to the politics is just poor. I mean, really, really. That's really what I was sitting there saying. Like, you know, I mean, should you not, should you not, at least sit there and say, hey, okay. At least do like a mini background check, or at least look up on the internet. I mean, it only takes a few damn minutes to look up things. The internet's all here. I mean, all can look this stuff up. It's on Google. You that shit is as soon as something freaking happens, in about an hour or so, it's on YouTube. It's up. It's up on the internet. Probably even less than that. I mean, and plus, and plus with the internet, the shit's never gonna freaking go away. I mean, it's never gonna go away. I mean, at the same time, and even if it does go away, guess what? It's not gonna go away for long. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, okay. Being blindsided by a guest you chose to have on your platform is is literal detachment. I have no ill will towards any of Trash Taste family, but good lord, but good lord, the childlike optimism to world events kind of hurts. Furthermore, to hear Connor openly stating that he doesn't try to understand the media or civil circumstances in his country, in his current country of residence, is concerning to me on a global scale. On a global scale, if you're not interested in how your subscribed nation is functioning, then you're failing your nation of residents. Your nation of residents, and are ultimately failing your purpose in that nation. Japan is especially okay. Japan especially is incredibly nationalist. This viewpoint is dig, dignation toward the culture you're supposed to be assimilating to. I don't know, but I mean that's so okay. Okay, okay, like the middle part, I would say that okay, like the middle part, I would say yeah. Like to the end, I would say yeah. But I mean, I don't know about like the whole part. I mean, it's probably it was probably whole true, but I would at least say maybe like the the last half. Definitely. Okay. 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 Hassan was a good guess. Okay. Hassan was a good guess. His first appearance was very funny because regardless of his politics, he was also a weeb. But if some people think he's actually a T word or something, there's nothing to be done. I'm probably in a minority, but I think it's but I think it's a shame he will no longer be a guest. I mean, okay. I mean, okay, like, hold up. Okay, okay. To this statement right here, right? To this statement right here. 1 second. Now, here you go. This is the controversial. Now, now to say though, now to say this happened like 4 years ago. This happened like 4 years ago. Now, I mean, it's been some time.
This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing.
So I mean, like, come on now. I mean, like, uh, and plus, this was a big topic in a freaking, back then. I mean, I'm sure you heard about it. I mean, and now what? I mean, this is last year. Last year, Hassan defends his viral America deserves 9/11 video. So come on now. What does that say? Really? What does that say? And this was a year ago. Like, I'm sorry, but like, come on. Like, come on. Eh, Okay, let's see. Okay, now, okay, I got my news from BBC. That's fine a lot. Well, yeah. But anywho, Cosmos, the episode itself was not political, so the requirement to be a guest on Trash Days is to have zero political benefits. I've been watching Trash Days ever since episode one. I know the boys pretty much uh circles whatever, and sponsor brand kind of guys, but this is so corporate, even for them. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 So someone saying something. Okay. You did refuse to have Nux on your show due his due to his controversy due to his controversies. Don't know why you never saying you never admitted to it. I mean, I thought this was somewhat true, but I didn't know for sure. I'm quite curious if it's true or not. um, huh. I could look it up. Okay, I'm okay. Uh, 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 Okay, I'm okay. Okay, after these two comments, I'm gonna uh call it a freaking day. Cause I know this video's getting long. Okay, Connor, I understand that you don't want to engage with politics, but this clip just feels like it's born out of names, no, tell you something. You disengage with the wider world around you until it comes busting in with a sledgehammer, and you're not prepared for the fall for whatever fallout you'll face because of your ignorance. It's annoying and it's tough, but you should try to engage more with this because no place is political free. Don't go down rabbit holes. Maybe you should try to understand context of the anchor of people are feeling on both sides and see if it's valid or not. I mean that's that's understandable. I mean, okay, let's see. All right, all right. This gonna be the last one. I'm going to say this again. Everyone in Trash Taste, Joey, Connor, and Grant are not new to YouTube. They should know or at least predict how people react to Hassan. They should at least put a disclaimer like the cold ones did with the Mr. Beast video, or just wait until all the controversy dies down. I know the boys didn't really follow. I mean, don't really follow. I mean, I mean, oh, okay. Uh, 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 I mean, real okay. I'm just gonna stop right the heck right here. Really, this is a long ass freaking video. Um, so that how oh yeah, it's about an hour. So anywho, um, I'll see y'all all later. I'll put it's like what it's damn 4 in the damn morning. All right, I need to freaking do my uh video of freaking. I think I'm gonna do real Joker today. Anyway, for my normal uh daily I'm gonna go back to my normal daily routine. So um anyhow, yes, I'll see you all whenever. I this video is gonna probably go out probably tonight or mm, hell, actually, I might put this out video right now, in a few minutes. So, yeah, um, so anyhow, I'll see you all later. I'm sorry for talking this shit up with some more and all that crap, but I really mostly got nothing that damn day to do, and I somewhat like talking about the bullshit drama. But anyhow, I'll see you all later, and do have your day and all that stuff. But anyhow, later.